Hey guys, so right now I'm going to show you how to jailbreak one of your iDevices on the 4.1 iOS firmware using Snowbreeze 2.0.2. Now this method can be used for the iPod 2G, MC, or MB model, the iPod 3G, the iPhone 3G, iPhone 3GS, and but it can I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But it cannot be used for the iPhone 4, iPod 4, and iPad. So real quick, let me just show you that I'm on the 4.1 firmware. Let me get my iPod. So right here I have my iPod Touch 2G. It's on the 4.1 firmware and it's an MB model. So first what you're going to want to do is download Snowbreeze from the link I provided, and then go ahead and after that download the firmware for 4.1 for whichever device you have. That link's also provided. Now go ahead and start up Snowbreeze. Before you start up Snowbreeze, remember that you should back up your iDevice because we'll end up restoring it in the end. And whatever you haven't backed up, your contacts, music, well, music should be already on your computer, but whatever you haven't backed up won't be there. So go ahead and back up everything first, and then open up Snowbreeze. And now that Snowbreeze has opened up, you should select. I'll select Expert mode. It gives you a little bit more options. Now go ahead and open up the file that you downloaded earlier of the 4.1 firmware for whichever device you have. Mine is the iPod Touch 2G. Okay, now go ahead and select whether you have an MB or MC model. I have an MB model. This doesn't show up on some of the other devices. After this, go to General, and here you can select what you want. I want the wallpaper and all these other things. You would have to select activate the iPhone if you have an iPhone. And I'm going to deselect these custom boot logos because I don't want those. And after this, just build. Now, this process right here, it won't really go that fast. I've actually speeded it up, but it's going to take a while, so maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So go have a sandwich or something, and or brush your teeth. I don't know, just go do something and then come back. So towards the end, you're going to get something like this. Well, actually, you're going to get exactly this. And then pretty soon after right now, we should get the little pop-up that it's done. And after it's done, we're going to go into DFU mode. And after DFU mode, we're going to open up iTunes. So let's just wait for that. Okay, now it's done. So DFU mode, I'll just fast forward through that. Turn it off first, then press and hold the power and home key. Let go of the power key, hold the home key until your phone has a white light. Just keep holding it, and then you'll get this memo. Once you get that, you're done. So after that white light that I was talking about, this is what you're going to get. And it'll go into, it'll say right here, waiting for custom firmware. Now, this is good. This is exactly what you want. This is when that pop-up comes up that I just showed you. Now after this, we're going to go into iTunes. Through Snowbreeze, Snowbreeze had built a custom firmware and saved it on your desktop. So right now we're going to go into iTunes and restore with that custom firmware. Now iTunes should recognize if you open up iTunes, it should recognize your phone as being in recovery mode, or I mean or restore. So you're gonna hold Shift and hit restore. So hold Shift and click on restore, and from there you can select, go to desktop. It should Snowbreeze should save the new firmware onto your desktop. So go to desktop, and it's right there. That's where it was saved on my computer. So go ahead and open that. And once you actually do open it, iTunes will update your phone or your device, your iTunes device, with that custom firmware right there. So it should be doing it right now. If you look at the iPhone, I mean the iPod right there. Sorry, I sometimes I say iPhone, sometimes I say iPod. I have both. And so you'll get just that window for a while. This process is going to take some time. I would say probably this is another 5 to 15 minutes, depending on which device you have. Maybe the speed of your computer. Maybe it doesn't really vary that often, but this part right here is a process. So you're just gonna have to wait. And since we're just waiting, I'll let you know that you should have backed up your iPod or iPhone to make sure that you saved your contacts or whatever new stuff you've put onto there. And your photos, you can save your photos as well. And then because once this is done, it's going to ask you if you want to restore it from your backup or if you want to restore it like new. And when we go into this, I'm going to restore it like new because this iPod is actually my friend's iPod. I'm going to have to give it back to her. So and I didn't back it up because everything's already backed up. Actually, what I mean to say is that she's already backed it up on her computer, so once I give it back to her, she'll just sync it. And it's pretty simple with the iPods since there's no contacts and you really don't take pictures with them. So I guess I'll probably go do something and come back later once this is done, and I'll show you that part once that's done. So it's pretty much getting towards the end of its restoring process right now. And there we go. It's done, and it's going to ask if you want to back it up, restore it like new, or back from your backup. I'm going to do it from new. And now it's gonna ask you to sync it and stuff. I'm gonna deselect everything. I'll just have it like a brand new default clean iPod, and I'll just change the name to iPod for now. And this is a pretty short process right here because I didn't sync it with anything. So, alright, it's done, and now it's okay to disconnect. So after the custom firmware was installed using iTunes, Cydia should be installed, and if you did sync it and backed up everything, you'll have all your apps. Like I said, I restored it as a new device, so it's default. And let's see, Cydia should be there right now. Wrong way. Oops. There we go. There's Cydia right there. So thanks for watching, and like or dislike, thumbs up, down, and please comment. Give me your feedback. Let me know.